How have they been saying it in the Bible? We say what? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So always the Lord says vengeance belongs to. All right, so welcome to another episode of Under Three Discussion. And today is holiday. Our brothers and sisters, our Muslim brothers and sisters, they are enjoying today. We couldn't get any meat to enjoy over the weekend, but hey, we're here to talk about yet another trending issue that happened. That was last week, Thursday. This is Shandy TV. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, I'm begging you to just do us a favor by subscribing to the channel and also by hitting on the post notification bell. My name is Christopher Ebenezer, or you can still call me Shandy, and welcome to Shandy TV. And last week, Thursday, brother man, a whole lot of things happened last week, Thursday. Yeah, so before we continue, I have with me here my main man, Agbama Scopito, here with me. And there has been so many issues last week, and we pick one particular one that we picked to talk about here on this channel today. Last week, I hope you see what that happened last week, Thursday.
See something like that.
First of all, how the weekend day like give us a call, Charlie.
That whole when I went, oh I know nothing. How we go do now? I be the that be Friday. Things like we'll get something, but Charlie, the thing can be slow. But Charlie, we move.
We move. So about what we here today to discuss concerning last week trending issues. Just last week Thursday, I think if I'm right, last week Thursday, something did happen that was in the Ashanti region, Idum to be precise, where there has been this shooting incident between one officer. Even the whole issue happened, it was between boyfriend and girlfriend that was circulating online. Before later on, we got to know that it was between a police officer who happens to be one inspector, shot one beautiful young lady who is just 26 years of age, shot him 5 consecutive times, and killed her on the spot before leaving the scene. And according to sources, when he was leaving the scene, he gave another one shot, making it 6 rounds. So like he wasn't content with the 5 shots. He wanted to add additional 6 before leaving the scene. And there has been so many issues regarding the issue. I don't know if you also heard about this last week.
Yeah, I heard the news.
So what's your take on the news before we get into the whole issue?
Sometimes when issue pop up this way, it's some way or the other sad.
Exactly.
But when you look, also try as much possible to investigate that. Because you say the fault it be say from the lady side or the officer side. But as we are not police officer yet, we no go feel conclude say
exactly
the girl was right or the officer was right. So Charlie, the news they be very sad. How we go do am?
Exactly. So to talk about that, there has been audios circulating online where we were even told, even in one of the interviews that 1+1 Ghana TV granted to one of the sisters of the deceased. She made mention of the fact that Maa Adwoa, the deceased name, was supposed to travel within 2 weeks time before this tragic thing happened to her. So she was like, oh, she obey your burger to wait, you would soon be burger, so there's no need of you to engage in some sort of thing. She has been advising. She said she was there with Maa Adwoa before she took pictures that they use in processing the passport pictures and co. And how do you think the family will be feeling us at this moment, where they know very well that Maa Adwoa will be traveling within 2 weeks time? So probably that will be next week, because the incident happened last week Thursday. So that means next week will be the 2 weeks that she will be leaving GH to wherever country she will be going to.
So is her sister advising her to come? She always comport herself.
She just made it known to the general public that Maa Adwoa was supposed
She'll
to
be traveling.
2 weeks. She will soon be burger.
So right now, they were
burger is being in the grave now. And
it's not easy. The family they will not take it easy. But the issue, it all depends on the investigation of body to look into it. But as you said, the family there, so far as you say somebody is traveling outside the country there, surely it's a good news. But right now, they will feel the pain that their sister is still lying down there. Charlie,
And there has been this audio too that is going viral online, where we I don't know who is behind that audio, where the audio was talking about how Maa Adwoa is seeing a wealthy man, one rich man, and so she's trying to ditch the police officer for this wealthy man. According to
A very close friend of the police inspector who fatally shot Maa Adwoa has come forward to shed some light on why the police officer committed such a terrible act. According to this friend, Maa Adwoa has stopped answering the police officer's calls after she found a new man who was wealthier, more richer than the officer. However, Maa Adwoa has received many expensive gifts and money from the police officer, and she kept assuring him that their relationship would continue. But after the officer investigated and found out about Maa Adwoa's new boyfriend, he confronted her, but she denied it. Despite this, Maa Adwoa continued to see the other wealthy man, unable to bear the heartbreak and betrayal. The police officer asked Maa Adwoa to meet him at Duffier Towers, where he shot her 5 times at 10:30 p.m. last Thursday.
the audio, we heard the lady saying that Maa Adwoa got this wealthy man, where the wealthy man was sponsoring, was spending a whole lot of cash. So Maa Adwoa has come to a realization that the wealthy man will be capable of taking care of her instead of the police officer. So she was just trying to ditch the police officer and going for this wealthy man. And there has been so many issues where people are, when issues pop up in Ghana like this, everybody getting inside of
Inside
story where
story,
they
yeah,
go take
different
story, you
things.
wouldn't know which exactly. So do you think it was outbreak for Maa Adwoa? If truly it is true that she got a wealthy man, do you think it was outbreak to ditch
You
the police
see,
officer for
to
this
me,
wealthy
to
man?
me, it's very bad
Mm,
for someone to kill someone.
exactly.
But me, as you say,
Mm-hmm.
the lady was going with the rich man.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the lady no go with the rich man, the officer no go fit go shoot the lady like that.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, no, that be all me I see from my angle say, like the lady was dating that rich man. That made the police officer to go and kill her.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, when the issue happened like this, a different story, angle
Sorry,
from different angle,
exactly.
different angle.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue be say to me, no, as she say like the lady was going out with what the rich
The
man.
rich
That be
man,
why I make
exactly.
the police officer to what to
Mm-hmm.
go after her life.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
unless the officers they investigate the issue before we go know the true stand of the matter.
Mm-hmm.
But as the issue they pop up from different angles, say oh he was going out, this rich man was just trying to play with the officer and those stuff. No, to me, no, me too, I will take on that way.
Oh, okay.
Because Charlie, it's very painful for someone to spend on someone.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So even though the officer no, we need get the right say for go kill somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but as the issue pop up, you go see say different stories will come out again saying different things all together. So
Yeah.
so we go take am. Say GA there different things
Yeah,
they come out.
different stories
So me
everywhere.
to me no, me too I go take that stance say the lady no
You
is
see
going
somebody.
they see somebody. That be why the officer go kill him.
Okay. And there has been this audio also circulating online where the officer in question, that is the Kumasi officer, the police
Yeah.
officer who is inspector, I understand it goes by the name Kumasi, and others too, I will say Tycoon. So I don't know which is which, but per all news outlets, everybody is talking about Kumasi, who is the inspector that murdered the young, beautiful lady. He also plays a call on that fateful day where he murdered the girl. He called, I think that was his sister,
Yeah.
to inform her that this is what has happened. In the conversation, he was like, is she holding the telephone the
This
police
thing,
officers have
yeah.
been speaking on? And the lady said, no, I'm not holding it. And he continued by saying, okay, then that is it. If you've not heard of me again, then that is the end of the end of it. And the lady was like, what have you done? Did you kill the lady? Have you killed the young lady? Is she dead? Have you shot her? Is she dead? And she was asking all these questions. And the officer was like, you haven't heard anything. If I'm also then that is the end of the story. What do you made of that? Do you think the lady in question also in one way or
The
other knows something?
this canteen
Mhm.
if I be officer no,
Yeah.
I'll pick the lady too.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was say like they had a conversation before going to do the thing.
Mhm.
So as he later the officer can call the lady, so the mobile no dey plus am no, then can't he on if it happen like this they go pick the lady too. To me no, the lady be suspect in one way or the other. So the officer they get some discussion with the lady before going out to go and do the bad thing. So why if you don't know why you go busy he shot the lady the lady is the lady
Nah.
no. So they go pick the things or she got the lady know it will go get some idea about what him brother they go do. So you see say the thing no sense no dey inside.
Yeah, because the questions
The
always
question
be
why the
asking
question they ask you go see
Ashanti,
say now uko na odeli no ada na na chinu cry and teach you papa ya. But the lady know they for pick the lady too because she's also a suspect because there's no way you can ask your brother so have you shot the lady, is the lady dead or something like that, no, to me no.
Now
You coin now
now coin in as if for so she was asking all these questions. Mr. Dako, where are you going? Where? And she was even trying to. And one thing that got a whole lot of people talking is one thing that got a whole lot of people talking is when she was asking the question and all of a sudden they were recording the call. So what could have prompted you to do the recording of the call? So that's one thing about people that got people talking on social media. And so if this is your first time of visiting the channel on YouTube, this is Shandy TV. We are playing with you to subscribe. You can also share your thoughts with us in the comment section and like, comment, share with others so that they can also share their comments and their views on this particular issue that is happening right here in Ghana concerning the death of Maa Adwoa, the young beautiful lady that was shot in the Ashanti region, Edum to be precise. That was last week Thursday. So until then, I think that's all for now. You have something to say again?
I just want to console with the family. They should take heart.
Exactly.
Even though it's very painful there, but how for do? Just go take
painful,
like
but you just go take like
the Lord will deal with them.
Yeah. So this also goes out to the young beautiful ladies out there. You always have to be careful of or about your life as to how you deal with people. Be cautious, and to the guys out there too. Charlie, the gun or the killing of the ladies too, they no go help. Though it's
they chop our money too much.
Though it's painful though, but then I think at the end of the day, God is the proper judge and God is the vindicator. They say how have they been saying it in the Bible? He said what? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So always the Lord says vengeance belongs to him. So that is it. So Chama say you don't know. So vengeance belongs to the Lord. So all the time, let's leave everything to. Some people say God forgives, I don't. But at the end of the day, let's try to be careful to know how to control our emotions. So this is Shani TV. Until then, see you yet another time. Thank you.
Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the post notification bell for more updates.